Hello and welcome to Coming Into Being. Hope you are all doing well today. Sending out my little message here, and we'll get started. I think today we're going to probably be a calmer, slower coming into being today because we have an event tomorrow. It feels like it's going to be connected to the event. So I have the 8/8 portal tomorrow that I'm doing, and with a bunch of people. So that'll be fun. So let's get started. Let's just kind of jump into this. There's already kind of a very calm, kind of mellow quality to the space. So let's take advantage of that. And start by taking a nice deep breath in. Just always like to do that to shift our focus to ourselves and our breath. Hold it a little bit, count 3, 4, 5, maybe longer if you want. You can certainly push yourself to do longer. And when you feel ready, just let it out slowly and gently through your mouth. Hey, Joni. And if you're stopping it in the chat, I can see the numbers, but I don't necessarily see who's on unless you're on Instagram. Then I see your name pop up. But do feel free to stop by and say hello on the chat. It's always nice to see who's there. But kind of very mellow space today. It's kind of nice. Nice to have those mellow moments, especially with when things just feel so crazy out there. Yeah. So noticing your breath. Noticing where, from what part of your lungs are you breathing with or breathing from? Is it kind of more at the top, or is it nice and full in the bottom? Hi, Asta. So just notice that for a few breaths, and without changing your breath, just letting it be exactly where it needs to be. And is it a little tenser on the inhale? Is it tenser on the exhale? It might feel smooth when we breathe in, but maybe on the exhale, it might feel a little kind of held, or or vice versa. And just notice that. See if you can just kind of relax your jaw and your throat area as you breathe. And the breathing doesn't happen in this area. But if you notice tension in that area, then just allow that. Just kind of like, oh, yeah, we can remind yourself, we can relax here. Yeah, no worries. No need to hold on here. And kind of stretch your mouth out a little bit if you need to. You don't want to be breathing out your mouth all the time. You want to really be breathing through your nose. Unless if you're really congested, maybe it's more difficult. Notice that too. And if your energy is pulling up and forward, usually there's tendency to come up. If you're escaping out of your body, you're going to be escaping like straight out, up the top. So you're shooting up like a rocket. But also there's another breathing pattern that, or energetic pattern you might notice. And that's kind of a control thing, is you'll feel the energy kind of coming up your back, up the backside, and then over the top of your head and forward, and kind of projecting forward. Hey, Wisdom Happy, hello. So just take a moment to see where you're at, what's going on, settling in. Maybe noticing the top of your head. Is there anything, how does that feel like? Does that feel relaxed, open? Does it feel like you have a cloud over your head? Or right up against your head, maybe? Letting your shoulders drop down, maybe they're noticing they're a little pulled up, and just really emphasize that. Pull them up to your ears and then just drop them. Sometimes we're up at the computer and we're like, da, 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 and just a reminder, pulling it up to your ears, and then, okay, we can let them down now. Get out of that holding space, yeah. And to breathe more, to help you breathe more deeply, what you can do is just take your hands and either your thumbs, or whatever's easier, either your thumbs or your fingers, and put them like backside against the back lower ribs, about waist level. Feel your breath pushing against that. And that kind of gets you focused, brings your energy down, brings you focus down there, and it helps to breathe more deeply. So that's a little helpful hint to our mind-body coordination. It's like, okay, down here, to kind of reorient. Drop your attention to the lower spine, to your sacrum and your tailbone. Feel yourself drop down. Notice how your energy is going. Is it like sliding back down, sliding down your back? Or is it are you dropping straight down through your body? And feel your whole lower abdomen, like below your ribs, waist on down, just expanding with the breath and contracting with the breath. We're going to go deeper in a minute because the space is kind of there's a very deep quality to the space here. And I'm actually seeing it like almost kind of a dark blue. Very watery quality. So I think that it's kind of like connecting us up to tomorrow, if you're going to be part of that tomorrow. The 8-8, Eye of the Whale, portal. So feeling your whole lower abdomen just expanding and contracting with the breath. See if you can slow your breath down just a little bit if you can. So maybe breathing in a little bit more on the in-breath and then exhaling. And you can use count also, like count up to 6 or to 8. Hold it for maybe just 1 or 2, and then exhaling for the same count. So let's keep that rhythm. And whether you're 6 or 4, 8 count, do the same on the inhale and the exhale. And you can hold for just like 1 count, 1 or 2 count, if you want, on the in-between, on the space between the in-breath and the out-breath in both directions. Yeah. All right, we're just going to go deep because this is a beautiful space here. So keep focusing on your breath and that rhythm of the breath. And you might also try just cycling through as soon as you get to the top of the breath on whatever count you're doing it on. exhaling and just going right into the exhale, so that it's kind of a more rhythmic, cyclical breath. Remember to keep your throat relaxed. The throat really has nothing to do with the breath. The jaw and the throat, this whole area, should not be involved. It gets involved, well, the muscles not, but the vocal cords get involved if we're making sound of any kind. But otherwise, there's nothing to do with the breath, with the breathing in here. Yeah, there we go. And just allowing yourself to stay focused on your breath. Just keep the awareness on your breath. Allow yourself to go in deeper through that, just awareness on the breath. If your mind goes jumping off somewhere else, for whatever reason, it's like, oh yeah, right. Let's come back to the breath. Hey, Roma, good to see you. It's been a while. So allowing yourself to just sink into that rhythm. A very deep nurturing space here. So let's just take advantage of this, just it's showing up here. It's giving us this just deep, as very kind of more nurturing, feminine nurturing, like the deep, deep ocean. Relaxing in. Allowing yourself to just be held in the space by the waters, the cosmic waters of the ocean. There we go. Just keeping your awareness on your breath. Allowing that to guide you into deeper relaxation in your body. Each one of you being held by this space, by this depth of this space. It's almost, it feels almost like being in the void, but there's a quality to that. Yeah. And just allowing yourself to unwind whatever whatever you're holding on to right in this moment that's showing up. Hey, Sydney, see you there. Just about everybody's holding really well on that centering. And in that stillness, with just a little bit of stuff coming up on the side, but really, really good, guys. Really beautiful. Well, rising to a higher level here. More coherence to your fields, your energies, fields, spirit bodies. Everybody's doing really well holding your space, holding that stillness, holding that it's not much, it's a little higher, but it's holding higher. So that's really good. Needing maybe just a little help to stay afloat up there, higher up, but overall, very well. little bit of a soft landing there, just kind of bringing you back down a little bit to kind of more the human level. It's very gently, a little bit of a soft landing there. So that's, so coming back into that awareness of your breath in case that just dissipated for you. That's fine if it did. And if you find that your mind's all over the place again, okay, that's that piece around being in the physical. You would rather be up in the ethers, disconnected from physical life, because that feels more comfortable for you. There's a whole lot of reasons for that, which we won't go into here, but so if you notice that your mind's going bad as you come back down, a little bit of there's a lot of stuff with that, but one key piece is boundary and holding your own. So boundaries is not necessarily have some shield around you, energetic shield that you put up, that people New Age practices tend to do. And boundary means that you have the strength, mental, energetic, it's always developing. You're always growing into it more, but holding that for yourself. And it might get pulled off a little bit. That's, that just happens. And coming back, being able to come right back to your center, to that inner stillness of mind and being. There we go. Keeping and maintaining that boundary, that this is not me. I'm in charge of myself. I'm in charge of me. And things will come at you that can be really, make it very difficult. Really, really just push into you. There's just those times, those events, those entities or whatnot that will push against you. I'm just showing you your weak area that needs to, where you need to strengthen for yourself. It's like you go to the gym, you get ready for that marathon or that competition or whatever. And then you go to the competition, and that's where you get tested out to see, okay, how well am I holding? How well am I aligned with myself? So that's the dark side coming in, that competition. All right, let's see. Let's see how well you are holding for yourself. So good. Very good. Well, it feels nice to be in here, doesn't it? Take a deep breath in for yourself. Hold it at the top. And then when you exhale, just dropping all the way to the core of the earth. And keep dropping, 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 dropping all the way down. Keep dropping. Some of you are there. Some of you need to keep dropping. So let's just keep dropping, dropping, dropping. Wisdom happy, you're just not doing it today, so that's all right, just to know. Yeah, At best, you're about halfway there only. So just to know, everybody else is doing pretty okay. Just let's take another nice deep breath in, and let's do that again. Let's just deep breath, hold it, and then exhale and let yourself just slide down like your elevator. You're in an elevator going down, 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 down to the core of the earth. There we go. Still some resistance to being grounded. There's a false sense of safety. It's that fight or flight thing, that fear, and thinking that if you're not ready to go running off, if you're not ready for flight right now, if you settle in too much, you're not going to be ready to go flying off because something's coming after you, hitting you, or whatever. And that's a false sense of security. Might have worked at one time, but right now, no, it's not. It's not helping. And you want to be able to have the flexibility to do both. So I'm not saying this applies to everybody. I think you know who you are. If it applies to you, you want to have the flexibility because it's about doing what is most appropriate in the moment. Sometimes it's more appropriate to go, it's like, okay, let's get out of here because we need to get to a place of safety. And then you need to also be able to do the other one of just settle in, relax in, drop down, drop in, be grounded. If we're only doing one thing, we don't have choice. Choice means you can choose between at least two options. You're able to go one direction or the other. That's choice. And when you're able, it's like when you have the capacity, when you have the skill to go one or the other, or just staying with two possibilities here. But if it's more than two, then for as many possibilities as there are, having the skill to be able to go in each direction, and then in each moment you're there, you're precisely centered in yourself, and you can take that most appropriate direction or action, or however you want to, possibility, you can go in as is most appropriate in the moment. So that's when you have real mastery for yourself. And that's the case with everything. It's not just like, okay, we can, since we're talking about grounding and fight or flight, it's like, okay, I've got this mastered, now I can do that with everything. It's like, no, every time there are multiple possibilities, which is basically every time in existence, because that's what existence is about, potential and possibilities, right? But if with every one that you step into, of developing and growing into that flowing, going one way or the other. So flowing, that made me think of Bruce Lee, be like water, where you just flow into one or the other, as is best in the moment. Yeah, he's really coming up now because it's bringing up, so he's got a lot of amazing wisdom from that man. So really good, real good job, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Good to see everybody. Roma, I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, and it's bringing back to mind that my phone blew up on our last conversation. WhatsApp just got totally trashed. Had to reset it, reinstall it. But yeah, good job, everybody. Nice space. Tomorrow I'm doing the 8/8 Eye of the Whale portal for those of you who are joining. It's gonna be good. So this is a little bit of a preview. With the space we were in is a little bit of getting ready for that tomorrow. That's tomorrow evening. So that's gonna be cool. If you have any thoughts or any questions you want to share, we have a little bit of time. Here's my value donation QR code if you want to do a donation, if you're up to. Thank you. Yes, we need to catch up. I know it was. I remember you're bringing back to my conversation. It was really crazy. So I hope you managed to get through what you were going through. But it was not good. Loving this space. Looking forward to tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow is going to be really interesting. The Eye of the Whale portal. So I had an amazing experience. 8 p.m. your time. Yes, 8 p.m. Paris time. So that's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the U.S. But I had an amazing experience, several experiences with the, so 2 p.m. your time, Wisdom Happy. ET, EST, it's the same thing. With the whales several times on the beach, but at a cosmic level, not at a physical level. And I wrote a blog piece. So you can go to my website, unboundedandfree.com, go to the blog, and it's just the latest one I posted, or on Instagram. Just follow the link to my blog. But it was an amazing experience, and out of that, it's like, okay, I want to do something, because I was given quite some incredible gifts in several interactions with whales, cosmic whales, at the cosmic etheric level. So tomorrow at the 8/8 portal, we're going to do an event, and part of it is going to be a cleanup, etheric cleanup of the waters of the planet. And then we're I I kind of know what we're going to do, but there's this little piece where it's like I have no idea what's going to happen, because I'm not getting a sense of that. So I think it's going to be cool. So the whales have a surprise for us, I think, and taking us into that Eye of the Whale. I looked that up because it was like, wow, what is that about? And I guess whales are, in terms of animal spirit medicine kind of stuff, whales, like the big whales, the giant whales, the big whales, it has to do with they're the keepers. They're known as the Akasha keepers. There's a lot of wisdom that are held by these beings that are in bodies of whales in our space. So taking us into that, I think also they're associated with basically Christ consciousness, or a higher state of consciousness. So should be really cool. Anyways, so that's tomorrow. You can still register if you're interested, and I'm doing it entirely by donation because my experience was so fantastic. So that's on my, you'll have to get in touch with me. So send me a message via Instagram. Fruit Friend Scotland, hello. I love that name. Good to see you. You're kind of coming at the end of our thing, but thanks for stopping by. We're just kind of wrapping things up here. We start at 7. So if you're in Scotland, well, that's England, so that's another time. I'm in Paris time zone, so 40 minutes ago we started. Let's put it that way. So that's tomorrow. I can reach out through Instagram, message me on Instagram. That's tomorrow at 8 p.m. Paris time. Otherwise, we'll be back here next Wednesday, every Wednesday, for our Coming in the Being at 7 p.m. Paris time. And if I don't see you then, see you in the ethers. And Fruit Friend Scotland, hope you can join us another time. Really catching us at the end here, but hope you can kind of get even just a little flavor of the space. We had a really nice space today, just a deep cosmic ocean space today. That was very relaxing. And okay, I don't know, non-saying, I don't know how to say that. So UOOOO, I don't know if this is a bot. I haven't had a bot for a while, but non-saying, sane. Who knows? I did have had some bots stop in. Bots are welcome here too. They can raise the consciousness of bots here to our little stuff. And all right, so see you in the ethers or wherever else we meet up. And next week, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Paris time for Coming into Being. So thank you all for stopping by, and hope to see you around wherever we meet up. Take care, everybody.